You are getting 100% Jodi on Women Taking the Lead. Always do your best is the expression of unconditional love. It is living your life fully. Love yourself, love your body, and love your mind. Take care of yourself for your fullest expression of love. Hello, my name is Jodi Flynn and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Head over to womentakingthelead.com to join the community and get the resources to support you on your leadership journey. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. Hello, everyone, and thank you as always for joining me and continuing to listen in. There are some exciting things going on behind the scenes here. I mentioned the upcoming changes to my website in last week's 100% Jodi, and there are other changes I'm planning for this podcast, the accomplished membership community, and in the coaching services I provide. Some of the changes are subtle, some not so subtle, and I will let you know when the changes are real and you can actually look at them and experience them. Suffice it to say for now, the experience I'm having working with a digital strategist, the feedback I'm getting from all of you, and the experience I'm having doing A Course in Miracles and the complimentary books I'm reading are leading me in some exciting and interesting new directions. I want to read to you an excerpt from one of those complimentary books I'm reading, The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson. Your energy, your attitude, your positivity, your words, your ability to listen to others and truly dwell in the present. All those things make you a person others want to be with, want to work with, want to share ideas with. That energy is the spiritual basis for wealth creation. What Marianne is talking about is self-leadership. And this is the core of the business and leadership coaching I do. In fact, the starting point to working with me is taking the Energy Leadership Assessment. The Energy Leadership Assessment captures your energy, your attitude, your positivity, your ability to listen to others, and truly dwell in the present. It's not a critique. It's a snapshot to give you an idea of where you are starting from and where you can go. And you're not left there. In the debriefing of your results, I am giving you practices and perspectives that will help you to increase your energy, positivity, and abilities so you can be, without a doubt, the person others want to follow, want to work with, and want to collaborate with, etc. If you're interested in taking the Energy Leadership Assessment, go to womentakingthelead.com/assessment to find out more and purchase your assessment so you can start getting the results you want to see. In last week's 100% Jodi episode, I introduced doing a series of episodes based on one of the most impactful books I've ever read, The 4 Agreements. Last May, I published a 100% Jodi episode titled 9 Places I Found What I Didn't Realize I Needed. In that episode, I shared 9 books that came into my life and changed it for the better. When people ask what book I would recommend to others, The 4 Agreements is the book I recommend most. The reason for this is I believe the biggest thing holding us back in our lives and in our businesses is our stress reactions. Our stress reactions are created by our perception of self, others, and the world at large. Quite simply, the teachings in the 4 Agreements enable you to change your perception so you don't get stressed out by what's happening. Because you don't get stressed out and thus shut down, overreact, or pretend things are okay when they're not, you can bring forth your best self in any situation. The 4 Agreements are powerful because they are simple. I recently had the pleasure of attending an event in Portland, Maine titled The 4 Agreements for a Better Life. The speakers were Don Miguel Ruiz Sr., who is the author of the 4 Agreements, and his sons Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. and Don Jose Ruiz. In this series, I'm sharing with you the notes I took that evening and some of my thoughts around the material. This is part 2 in this series, Last week, I covered the opening of the evening in which Don Miguel Ruiz Sr. declared the most important agreement is be impeccable with your word. I've been hearing from some of you that this talk provided a spin on this agreement that you had not considered before. So if you personally did not catch that episode, be sure to go back and give it a listen. Next to the stage that evening was Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., and he covered the agreement, always do your best. Here are my notes as I wrote them. Always do your best is the expression of unconditional love. It is living your life fully. Love yourself, love your body, and love your mind. Take care of yourself for your fullest expression of love. Conditional love is the enemy of freedom. In fact, as Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. explained it, conditional love is the weapon used for domestication or controlling the will of another human being. Control of another is a form of disrespect that begins with creating self-doubt in another. Self-doubt then allows the perpetrator to exert their will and subjugate the other. There are rewards and punishments in the process of domestication. The rewards feel like acceptance, feel like love, and the punishment feels like rejection, a lack of love. Looking at yourself in the mirror and judging yourself is the ultimate form of domestication. Couples also try to domesticate each other to fit their own image of love. Taking the 4 agreements and making each one a means by which to judge yourself and others is domestication. Judgment takes a pure teaching or wisdom and corrupts it. In a moment of clarity, when we see what we have done, we can make a choice to change for ourselves. To unlearn our domestication, we need to bring awareness to our automatic ways of being, our automatic yeses and nos. Being skeptical introduces reason and prevents the automatic yes or no, whether that be a verbal response or a response in behavior. Putting your beliefs up for scrutiny, introducing skepticism, will allow you to make a new choice. What has someone else said that has stuck with you? Chances are they said it once or a few times, but you have been repeating it to yourself ever since, thus being complicit in your own domestication. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Forgive yourself for being complicit in your own domestication. Be skeptical of negativity. Be skeptical of your own negativity. That's the end of my notes I had on that portion of the evening. And I have to share, when Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. introduced skepticism, let's just say I was a little surprised to hear that word. I was skeptical of being skeptical, which is making me laugh a bit now. However, what I've come to realize is doses of skepticism allow you to bring more awareness to the forefront. Rather than knee-jerk reacting into a verbal response or a behavior, we can take a step back and consider the options. I've come to realize there are very few things that need to be rushed, yet we often rush to try to fit more into our lives, only to realize most of the things we're rushing to fit in are things we don't want or need in the first place. In fact, rushing will cause us to overlook important details that we will have to take the time to fix or make amends for later. So slow down, be a little skeptical, and make decisions with awareness. I'm bringing this back around to the energy leadership assessment because it goes hand in hand with what Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. said about always do your best. His coverage had at its core bringing awareness to your automatic ways of being. That is exactly what the energy leadership assessment does. It allows you to see what your knee-jerk reactions to stress are so you can choose a different response if you want to and get a different result. It's a quick and dirty way to get at the heart of what's been keeping you from accomplishing the goals you long for. If you are interested in taking the Energy Leadership Assessment, go to womentakingthelead.com/assessment to find out more and purchase your assessment so you can start getting the results you want to see. As always, I hope this was of value to you, and here's to your success. Thank you all for joining me on Women Taking the Lead. And to strengthen you on your own leadership journey, I'd like to send you off with a quote from Marianne Williamson, so here goes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Again, thank you for joining me, and here's to your success.